Alrighty, welcome back to Console Commentary. This is episode 2. Now, this is a pretty fun game I had. It was like 20 minutes long, 3 to 4 sort of score, and I'm Drogos in Jaguar Falls. Now, Jaguar Falls is a very flat map, but believe it or not, it's one of Drogos' better maps, in fact. Now, how is it better for Drogos, huh? Well, due to the way where the walls are placed, as well as how long the sight lanes are on this map, Drogos actually has really good map pressure. And then here, I also bought Bulldozer over Cauterize. Why on earth would I buy Bulldozer? Well, they have both Ying, who needs her illusions to heal, and Tyra, who needs her deployables in order to cap the point. So I thought it was just a no-brainer. Now when you attack with Drogos, you'll see here, I go over to the statue side. That's because you can jump over and dive bomb the enemy using the statue to keep out of line of sight and bombard anyone who tries to contest you. And I got Zen slaughtered, and then here I use this wall to go ahead and escape. This wall, you'll notice, I use a lot. So much in fact, I've gave him a name. His name is Buddy, and he is my best friend on Jaguar Falls. Now, seeing that Tyra wasn't going to try and kill me, I flew back on to the safer side of the point, being the side my team came from, as well as the side that the enemy was trying to flee from. With Tyra gone, we were able to very quickly push the tanks and get rid of them. And then, once I land here, I try and fall back a little bit, because I presume Ying's trying to flee. But she just decided, hey, you know, I could probably kill someone as Ying. So I gave her more. So much in fact that she, died from the heat. I mean, what gives with that? You asked for it. Anywho, I break line of sight of Zen, fly back over to the balcony or cliffside, whatever it is, over here, and get back onto the point to assist my team, touching to get more overtime, and then when I ult, I jump while being behind the cover so that if Inara would try and shoot me, I would divert her expectations. Now, because I have a death wish, I decide, alright, I'm going to try and zone with 300 health? Don't ask me about my, don't ask me about my ethics. I don't have very good ones, but yeah, Buddy as well as Torvald had my back and prevented me from feeding. And over here, I'm assisting Andrew deal with the flankers. And Makoa goes down, their Tyra goes down, and then I fly over to assist my team's Makoa. A little confusing that, and he dies. So I'm like, alright, we're not getting up through the middle, so I gotta flank around. Now, I see Inara at low health, so I try and push on her, but Zen gets a rocket to the face instead. And then although I don't get to showcase it here very much, I use my fire spit to coat the dome shield to get increased damage on the shield. It's wild, guys. Drogos' fire spit gives you 30% increased damage against anything you coat with it. Anything in the game you can cope with it. Now, right there, because I have pockets, I decided to just run into that angle there and just start shooting people right there to force them back. That allowed me to get Zen out of the fight by bringing him to 2 low health to commit to defending, and it allowed us to get rid of Makoa and Inara rather safely. Now here I do the same thing where I jump onto Ying and get her low in health so that she's out of the fight, so that over here I can just sort of jump in and face tank Tyra and get her killed. I then will ult wall, because I'm safe, killing the Makoa, then focusing down the Inara because I know Ying's been killed, and then jumping over here to suppress the Zen so he can't get any more overtime for his team. Now, scoring that successful payload push allowed us to get a lot of more credits. Now, with all those credits, I decided to max out Bulldozer, grab Cauterize for the Ying ult, as well as Kill to Heal to try and alleviate some of the stress that might be happening on my Genos pocketing me so much. Having that Kill to Heal makes it so that he doesn't really have to go out of his way to heal me. Now, here I just dive bomb onto the backline as I presume they were not going to contest us on the left since I didn't see anyone. And I presume they were grouped up on that little back seat. They were not. Zen dodged my spit salvo as well, and I thought I was the only one on the payload with the Makoa, so I was trying to fight him off. Tyra said a few things that I should not say on the mic, and she told me off. I was like, no, you got the hunting party, you can have it, alright? Now, Makoa, being a man of culture, committed his life to capturing that point, same as I would. And well, they capped this second push. Now here, Makoa's like, alright, Lizard, I want round 2. So I gave him round 2, but it didn't go very well for him. Don't tell him I said that. Anywho, I saw Zen and Ying over here, so I'm like, I'm gonna use Billy Bob and jump over and try and get both the Ying and the Zen. It was just Zen over there, but he died, and I ran back over to see poor Torvald getting bombarded from a Tyra. When is Torvald gonna get a buff, man? He does no damage. Anywho, I killed Tyra, avenging poor old Torvald, and then I get rid of the Makoa for round 3. That guy just does not learn to give up, which is something I can respect. Now here, I'm using Buddy to try and contest the doorway over there. And because I'm Drogos, well, they can't really do anything about it. I hop in, body block for my Andro that manages to die. And Zen here does a very good ult, but manages to get out-pocketed? It's not too fair, but what can you do? Torvald's got me pocketed, not him. So here I'm continuing to use the different angles I got to keep the enemy suppressed and incapable of stopping me. And with all these pockets, I managed to kill Zen while he still had enough health for 2 rockets. Now, Tyra's getting me off the back of Ying, and I'm trying to fight her off, and then I see Zen being like, screw this! Why are we fighting the big scary lizard man? Let's get rid of his pocket. So I see him run past, and I'm like, alright, I'll save you, Grandpa! I can't let you go, I still need you! I'm even trying to body block him for the Ying, and because I have short-term memory, I jump away from saving him and try and dismount the Makoa. Don't make me a babysitter. I will leave the child in the oven. Now, because I'm all slow, I'm trying to very slowly chase after the Makoa. It's quite funny. And then, well, Makoa bought enough space for his team to run in and just wipe my team. Now, once again, I have a death wish here, and I'm just screaming and yelling and kicking my legs and trying to get them off the payload because I'm upset, and they should care that I'm upset. And they ignore me, as anyone who wants to keep their sanity should. Just ignore me. But it ended up paying out as they were all on like half health, and when my team started coming back in to save the day. Now here, you'll notice that I was sitting by the bridge the entire time, and that's because you can contest the payload while you're on that bridge, allowing me to get rid of the Tyra and helping Andro deal with all the teammates on their team. And then my Drago sense kicked in, so I landed and body blocked Makoa, spitting in his face because he's not welcome here. Don't tell Inara I took her line, please. Now earlier you might remember that I said you usually want to go up on the left flank. Well, going up the middle is also really good, because right here, I'm just gonna dive right into their point. I'm going to just try and kill anyone and everyone there. And I tried to ult the Inara, but well, she outplayed me. I'll admit that. She completely outplayed me, and I went for a Ying ult instead. But because I went full kamikaze there, I managed to get Tyra out of the fight instantly, get Inara and Makoa and Ying all looking at me, allowing my team to get rid of 2 of their picks, while allowing us to slowly but surely push forward. Once we get rid of the backline by pushing me out of the fight, we start capping again. And right here, again, Death Wish, I'm trying to push on people with no health. We managed to get the point back. Now here, I'm very, very, very much pushing it, and then I feel bad for the guy. I 100% respect his ults. He should have killed me every time he activated them, but I got pocketed through them. Now, seeing that the enemy are back, I'm trying to get them off the point, but I guess Makoa's allergic to Inara or something. He just refuses to fight her. Now, they managed to cap again, so I'm like, alright, let's get rid of the tanks. And now here, I gotta go ahead and start, well, zoning. I want to keep them off from the point for as long as I can. And, well, I don't believe any of them bought Wrecker for several rounds of this game. And then, well, there's my first death. I got too ballsy, and I went too deep. Now, returning to the fight, I'm trying to figure out which way I want to come from, but I quickly decide, yeah, I'll just go right up the middle and see if I can bombard them off the point. And you'll notice that a lot of these times I'll go ahead and just burn all my cooldowns instantly, and tend not to get very much reward, and that's because I play I play a lot of risk and reward. High risk, high reward, because like, I'll make the guess. Alright, they're going to be right here. And if I'm wrong, alright, the cooldowns they'll come back. If I'm right, I get 1 or 2 picks off the enemy. As you saw with the Zen before, where I, without even seeing if they were there, just went ahead and just did it to them, right? Landing a spit salvo on them. Now, here's my second death, where I thought I was going to kill the Ying escape, but instead I overextended. Now, with that little, embarrassment out of the way, we go back into fighting for real this time. Trust me, I'm definitely not going to feed again. I assist with killing Inara, mess with trying to kill Makoa, My team makes space, and then I try and do my job, which is making sure the space stays there. By jumping over Buddy, and making sure I'm holding angles that make it hard for the enemy to do anything. It gives me the opportunity to see Inara here, and Inara's like, alright, I'm being shot at, I need to stop them from pushing on me, and I'm like, oh no, Inara, we're here to fight, alright? And I managed to beat her in that 1v1, although, albeit I did have a lot of healing. She kind of got pinned in there pretty brutally. Now here, once again, I'm trying to make sure the space that my team's created stays our space. Landing a rocket behind Zin's, what's it called? His counter stance? Yeah, getting him killed, and making sure Ying just can't heal her tanks. I go ahead and just spend my credits just to spend them, and hot damn, I'm at 40-2. Anywho, with another round going to have to compete with the enemy for the objective, I decided, alright, I'm going to mix things up, and I'm going to flank on the cliffside this time, using my mount to peer down the hallway and ulting the first person I see. Now, that happened to be Tyra. Now, why would I just ult the first person I see instead of trying to focus down one of the tanks? Well, as I saw before, and Ying was capable of blocking my ults. In addition to that, I realized at this point that, well, their damages were the key link to keeping them on the point this entire game. Without any damage, both Makoa and Inara went down rather quickly, despite Inara's best attempts at, well, stunning our whole team. But with the entire team suppressed and, well, now being zoned by myself and my teammates, not getting so aggressive as to get ourselves killed, but just enough so that they get dismounted halfway to the point. It's pretty much the time where it's the slow climb to our victory and the sad climb to their defeat. I even go forward to spit salvo someone I can't even kill until... What's that? Did Tyra and Inara make it to the point? Will they be able to do enough to save the objective for their team, winning them the game? Find out on the next episode of Console Commentary! Okay, yeah, we totally won. I'll admit that was a little over the top. But, yeah, that was a pretty good game. 3-2, I believe, or 4-2. 27, 2, and 20 was my KDA, and 133k was the damage. Overall, a solid game. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon, because YouTube doesn't know how subscriptions work. And yeah.